xy is equal to 9. So let's solve and find the values for x and y and see if it will satisfy the both equation. All right, so let's solve. I'll make x sort of formula in this first one. So it will give me 3 minus y. So this is what I'll be using in the equation. So this is 3 minus y. Anywhere I see x plus y equals 3. And this will give me 3 minus y plus y. Okay, I'll use it in the second equation, and that is 3 minus y squared. 3 minus y outside equals 9. Sorry, I was doing something else. So now when we multiply, we'll have 3y minus y squared equals 9. So we'll move it to this side, or move them to this side, so that this can change to plus. So everything here will be 0 equals y squared, because to be positive, this will be negative. This remains positive. So we have it like this. Then the next thing we do is interchange them. So it will move to y squared minus 3y plus 9 equals 0. I prefer it written this way. So we're going to now use formula method to solve this one. Plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac 2a. So this is minus 3 plus or minus square root of b squared is minus 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times 9 all over 2 times 1. This will give me 3. Minus times minus is plus. Plus or minus square root of, this will give me 9. This will give me minus 36 all over 2. When we subtract, we have 3 plus or minus square root of minus 27 all over 2. To find the square root of this one, 3 plus or minus is 9 times 3 times minus 1 all over 2. This will be broken down as 3 plus or minus square root of 9 dot square root of 3 dot square root of minus 1 all over 2. So from there, we have 3 plus or minus 3, because square root of 9 is 3, and square root of 3 is still 3, and then square root of minus 1 is an imaginary number. I is equal to square root of minus 1, so we have it as, let's put the I here. So we have the I here, all over what? 2. So these are the values for what again? These are the values for y. Yeah, these are the values for y. So we have our y1 to be, 3 plus 3i square root of 3 all over 2. We have our y2 to be 3 minus 3i square root of 3 over 2. So with these values, we are going to look for x. So I'm going to use the x plus y equal 3 to find the values for what? For x. Okay, so anywhere I see y, I'm going to put this one first. We're going to have x plus 3 plus 3i root 3 all over 2 equals 3. So move this to this side. We have x equals 3 over 1 minus 3 plus 3i root 3 all over 2. We're going to really use a lot of space in this mass. Okay, so this is x1 we're trying to look for now. We're trying to use y1 to look for x1. So with this one now, we're going to say x1 is equal to 3 minus, opening the bracket with all of this, minus 3, and okay, this minus 3, minus 3i, is that not so? How many minus do we have? Okay, minus twice, square root of what? 3, all over 2, all over 1. Let's check. Okay, so we're going to find the LCM, which is 2. 1 in 2 is 2, gives us 6 here. Minus 2 in 2 is 1. All of this, I root 3. So when we simplify this, 6 minus 3, give us 3 minus 3i root 3 all over 2 as x1. So this is the value for x1. We're going to look for x2 using the same thing again. Using the same thing, let's just start from here. So we have x2, say x plus y equals 3. This is x plus, what's the value of y? 3 minus 3i root 3 all over 2. Are we together? Equals 3. Okay, so we move this to this side. We have our x to be 3 minus 3i root 3 all over 2, like so. We're going to wipe. So from here, we open the bracket. We'll have to just manage this space. I don't want to clean the values for y. Minus 3 plus 3i root 3 all over 2 over 1. This is x2. So again, LCM is 2, 6 minus 3 plus 3i root 3. So when we subtract, we have 3 plus 3i root 3 over 2 as our x2. So now we have x1, x2, y1, y2. Let's find out if we can get our equation using any of these what values. Are we ready? So let me see how I can arrange all these things to be in one place. I just want them to be in one place. All the values for x and y to be in one place. All right, so we have our y1 to be our y1 to be our y1 to be 3 plus 3i root 3 all over 2. Our y2 to be 3 minus 3i root 3 over 2. Our x1 to be 3 minus 3i root 3 over 2. And our x2 to be 3 plus 3i root 3 over 2. So these are the values. Now I can clean this side so we can prove using the two equations. Let's see if we can manage this. So our first equation is x plus y equals 3. So let's see. Value for x1 and x and y1 is what we're going to be using. x1 and y1. So this is 3 minus 3i root 3 over 2 plus y1 to be 3 plus 3i root 3 over 2 equals 3. So what do? We'll find the LCM. The LCM is 2, and then it will give us everything up. Everything again. So if you check, this and this are the same, so we strike them out. 3 plus 3 is 6 over 2 to give us 3. When we divide, we have 3 equals 3. If we still do it again the same way, x2 and x1 will still give us the same procedure, the same. So let's not waste time. Let's go to xy equals 9 and prove again. Because if you watch them, they are just the opposite of each other. So this is the opposite of this, this is the opposite of this. So they are still the same thing. So let's try again using, let's say, y2 and x2. So x2 is 3 plus 3i root 3 all over 2. This is y is what? 3 minus 3i root 3 all over 2 equals 9. So let's see. This times this will give us 4. If you watch this one up here, the numerator, it's difference of 2 squares. So what do? This times this is 9. This minus and plus will give us minus in difference of 2 squares. 3 times 3 is 9. I times I is I squared. Are you getting it? And what is I squared? I is root minus 1. Are you getting it? So I squared is root minus 1 times square root of minus 1. And when we multiply, this will give us minus 1. So we're going to put minus 1 here. So square root of 3 times square root of 3 will give us square root of 9. Is that not so? So we have 9. All of this is still equal to 9. 9 minus, this will give us minus 9 times what? 3. All over 4 equals 9. This will give us 9 plus 27 over 4 equals 9. This plus this will give us what? Let me complete it here. 9 plus 27 should give us 36. So 36 over 4, if you divide it, we'll have 9. So 9 is equal to 9. So can you see that the values for x, y, x1, y1, y1, y2, whatever, all of them are very correct. So that has brought us to the end of today's very awesome mathematics, Olympiad maths. Please, if you've been gaining value from this video, please like, subscribe, share, do everything. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.